歴史学者モースの筆録にこう記されている。クリスタルの加護を受けし大地バリスゼア。大地に鎮座するマザークリスタルは人々を繁栄に導いてきた。しかしいつしか芽生えた人の自我は自らを惑わせていく。それゆえにクリスタルをめぐる探求の旅は今なお続いているのだ。
もうすぐ夜明けだ。そろそろ両軍が動くぞ。
俺たちの任務はドミナントの暗殺。標的を間違えるなよ。
女だろ戦場で間違えるか。それより本当に現れるんだろうな。
いずれにせよ俺たちに拒否権はない。これがある限り疑問を持つな。そろそろ出るぞ。抜かるなよ、ワイバン。お前はこの任務の肝だ。
分かってる。
Finally into the game. Yeah, fine, whatever. So you might have noticed I've already like changed everything into like Japanese subs. for the first time ever, because I'm actually doing this on the PS5, I literally can only see what you guys are watching right now. I can't see what's on the PS5 screen, which is it's new for me. But yeah. So I've literally just set this up to be... Yes, whatever. I'm explaining things. So, Final Fantasy 16, something I've been very eagerly looking forward to. I literally even bought a PS5 to do this. Right, okay. But I'm not actually going to try and do this on the hardest difficulty. Obviously the audio is in Japanese, because that's kind of like the running thing we have for the channel. More cutscenes.
鉄王国の奴らむちゃくちゃしやがる。
シバが出るまでダルメキア軍が持てばいいがな。なんだ。
門へ行け！急げ！早く！援軍を出せぬとはどういうことだ？話が違う！何のための同盟か！慎まぬか。陛下のウォールウド王の御前だぞ。
これが我らの結論です。
何を焦っておいでか。戦況など一時的なもの。先の大陸戦争の折も帰国だけで見事に奴らを防いでみせた。違いますか？それに帰国のドミナントが控えておられるのです。我々の介入はかえって足手まといでは。
患者の知らせでは奴らも召喚獣を手に入れたという。あの時とは状況が違いましょう。
援軍は不要だ。
何の賞賛があって。
今さら兵隊を借りたところで、悠長に到着を待つ気か。ここが落ちればあの蛮族どもを前に首都ランデラは丸裸なんだぞ。俺が出るしかあるまいよ。
クプカル卿、
せいぜい鉄王国の奴らに見せつけてやるとしよう。核の違いってやつを。
フーゴ、
ネディク
気をつけてね。
タ。増票など召喚獣の前ではチリアクタ。俺の力を疑ってるのか？
いいえ、全然。あなたを信じてるわ。愛してるもの。
召喚獣芝だろうがすぐに片付ける。いいか、戻ったら覚悟しておけよ。
乱戦になったらいい頃合いだ。俺たちも行くぞ。
I genuinely feel like I'll be taking like a backseat to the majority of this game. It's just like endless cutscenes after cutscenes. Even this feels like a cutscene if I'm being honest. Yeah, anyway, so this is the first time I'm actually playing a Final Fantasy game with Japanese voices. I normally have the English voices, but I thought I'd try it this time around and see how it gets on. It's not too bad actually. There's a bit of a desync because this is obviously supposed to be done for English, but still.
行くしかない。先に行け。
待て。何か様子が。
タイタン。誰も極め早々に召喚獣を出してきた。
鉄王国のシバだ。本当にいやがった。
行くぞ。
Okay, I've just got to say, this is easily the best design for Shiva they've done yet. Like, I think Shiva Sisters from Final Fantasy X, I think it was, or no, it's 13, the Shiva Sisters, when you got Snow with them. Brilliant. But yeah, that Shiva design is bloody amazing. Titan's not too bad, but it just reminds me of Megatron from Transformers. Okay, so it's meant to be that way. I feel like there should be like a sprint thing in this at some point. Gee. I love that. That is brilliant. They've really gone all out in this game. I love it. Oh, okay, don't let me jump that way then. Like the terrain changing and then just literally charging after each other in the background is brilliant.
ワイバーワイバーしっかりしろ。任務はまだ終わってないんだぞ。
また
兄さん、クライブ兄さん。
もうおしまいで。ナイトの称号を返上しても構わんというわけだ。ナイトがこの低たらくでは守られる側も気が気でないのでは。
心配なんてあるもんか。兄さんは絶対に負けないよ。でしょ。クライブ、次こそ一本取れるわ。頑張って。
では本番。5000円に応えてみせられよ。
Just saying now, I thought that dog was a cat.
では改めて打ち込みか
So
ら
it's gonna be like the story of combat, I'm guessing.
見せてごらんなさい。
Lord Commander. Obnoxious. Okay. Yeah, lock-ons R3.
おお、なかなかやりますね。
Where is it? Okay, no, it's recenter. I'll learn these controls. They're a bit different to normal. I'm used to R3 mid lock on.
その立ち筋なら戦でも引けを取りません。しかし魔法の腕はどうですかな。
Yeah, this is where it's going to get complicated. I would love it if it's like Final Fantasy VII, where you basically can just pick and choose between spells. Like you hold R2 or something, you get to pick spells out. I'd love it if that was a thing. I'm hoping it is anyway. Okay, just triangle to cast fire. I'm gonna keep doing it, boy. I'm hoping that like it's not just triangle for one spell. I hope you can get different ones. If I'm using those kind of flames, actually, I think I might have Phoenix as a what were they calling the summons this time round? It'll come back to me in a second. Now you're gonna teach me to defend, aren't you? Stay quick on your feet. Oh, want to evade. Cool. And you can counter after you evaded. Got it. I can evade like really early, but I need to try and get precision down.
いいでしょう。クライブ様、くれぐれもお忘れなきよう。
Yes, I've got spells as well.
した身のこなしはそれだけで大きな武器となります。そしてあなたには可能なはずだ。常人を超える身のこなしが。
Yes, let me summon Phoenix and just destroy everything. Yeah, figured it'd be Phoenix. It was going to either be Ifrit or Phoenix. That was the one I had a feeling of. So when I was using fire, that's kind of like a big indicator. We got like a special ability. Phoenix Shift. Okay, interesting. So it's kind of like yeah, okay. It's a jump attack. Right, okay. It could just be skill sets for specific characters.
いくら類まれな力を持っていても戦場を無傷で切り抜けるのは困難。わずかな傷が命取りに。その力を十分に発揮するためにも
Use a potion.
特に自身の体力は
Use a potion.
常に把握しておきます。さてクライブ様、そろそろ体力が減ってきた頃ではありませんか。
Or can I use Cure straight off the bat? Yeah, it's telling me to use potions. That'll do. Use a regular potion. No, use this high potion. I want to try and keep them for later. Just in case I get into a boss fight and I need them. It's also worth mentioning that I haven't played the demo for this, so I am completely blind when it comes to this game. But that's kind of a good thing, actually. It's also worth mentioning, actually thinking about it. These parts are going to be an hour long each. You've probably already seen it because of, yeah, you can see it on YouTube, but I'm going to try and keep them an hour each. That way I can, like, get a lot of content in. I won't skip anything to start with, so, like, you're going to see all of this and all the cutscenes before it. But when I get to the part where I'm leveling up characters and exploring a big world or whatever, just a normal spot? Okay. When I get to like exploring areas and things, that's when I start cutting out stuff. Because otherwise you just see me running around for like 30 minutes and it's just not going to be fun. But basically, kick his ass is what I'm understanding from this. The will gauge indicates break the spell line and attack, strike them until they're vulnerable. Ah. Trying to do a dodge. R2 and X Rising Flames, powerful, okay. Ooh, okay, I like that. Okay, you can only use it so much. And that's the stagger for this game, got it. Did I just break his attack? I like the new victory music. It's very similar to what they normally do, so it's quite good. But anyway, I'll hide this time because it's going to be a cutscene.
Yeah. 名ばかりのナイトだなどともうからかえませんね。頼もしくなられた。何をしている？持ち場に戻れ。
ジョシュ疲れただけだ。こんなことにフェニックスの力を使うんじゃない。
ナイトを癒すのも僕の務めだよ。これくらいど
ほら見ろ、今朝も咳込んでたな。外に出ていいのか？
大丈夫だよ、安心して。
無理をするな。
殿下がお戻りになられました。
父上だ。
太閤妃いけません。このようなところへいらっしゃるなど。可愛い息子を迎えに行くのです。何の触りがありましょう。皆の者、我がロザリアへの揺るぎない忠誠に感謝します。
ありがたきお言葉、我が身に変えても。
ジョシュはまた部屋を抜け出していけない子ね。
ごめんなさい。
ご機嫌うるわしゅう、母上。
さあジョシュは殿下をお迎えに上がりましょう。将軍。
あ、まるで血がつながってないような扱いだ。は
あ、実の息子なのにフェニックスが宿らなかっただけで。
行こうか。
表を上げよ。
お帰りなさい父上。
ありがとうジョシュア。大事はなかったか？
ええ、もちろん大丈夫です。今日は兄さんの稽古をずっと見ておりました。
そうか。
トルガル、静かに。これやめろ、トルガル。
そいつは大物になるな。
父上。
楽にされよ。
ご厚情痛み入ります。
ご無事のお戻り、何よりでございました、父上。
近いうちに戦になる。覚悟しておけ。
そこまで切迫しているんですか？
後で謁見の間に話がある。
はい、父。殿下。
解散。
あ、トルガル。ダメよ、どこ行くの？私たちも行きましょう、クライブ。
そうだな。
Something I keep noticing, you can literally just tell when it changes from cutscene to gameplay. Although it still looks really good, there is like a difference. Horde L3 to Animals Instinct, okay. And I don't want to say this, but I'm under the impression that dogs are going to get killed in some tragic way, and I'm going to hate it because I've called it now. So, useful items. Something I'm going to have to do as well, I'm going to have to be really vigilant for items, because I'll pick there's like 2 different game modes you get to pick at the start. There's one where you get kind of like aid, and you get like accessories and stuff to help you along the way. The one I picked wasn't that one.
ああ、これはクライブ様。お目汚しをしてしまい申し訳ございません。何をやってるんだ。早くお辞儀しないか。
余計なことをしたようだな。
いえいえ、滅相もございません。あなた様からお言葉を賜るなど、奴隷の身にあまりある光栄。この国以外では声どころか見ることすらしていただけない。ロザリア公国のベアラーたちはきっと大陸一の果報者でございましょ
う。2人とも顔を。
おい。
ほら、そう強く当たるんじゃない。
はは、クライブ様の仰せのままに。
これからも国のために励んでくれ。いいな、体も痛いよ。
それでは失礼いたします。
ああ、わかった。
さあほら、仕事に戻るぞ。
That guy's got one of those tattoos. I'm curious about him already. Like on the left side of his cheek. No idea what it means, but everybody in that cutscene on the start had one. And eventually, obviously, the main character gets one. But what does it mean, is the question. I feel so bad when that puppy dies. So the good thing is you can actually just see, like, underneath, like down here, just see where the main objective is. So I can read it as I go. But, like I said, I'm literally seeing everything you guys see. So if I can't see it... Sorry, if you can't see it, then I can't see it. It's a very interesting way of drawing water, I'll give you that, but you guys do you. Okay, I can't talk to him. There's going to be a war, I'm probably going to go to it, and that's how I'm going to end up fighting Shiva. Which is amazing because the skin is actually incredible. Actually, there's an interesting question. Which was the best iteration of Shiva out of all the Final Fantasy games? Because I think Final Fantasy XVI has a really good run in. I think, yeah, like I said, the Shiva sisters in 13 were really good. I'm not talking to her. I bloody hate that cow already. Some large 8s and stiff levers require extra... Hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. That seems like a really pointless mechanic if I'm going to be really honest, but I could be wrong. We'll wait and see later. I'll hide myself because this looks like a big cutscene.
お召しにより参上いたしました。何なりと。
ここにアナベラはおらん。楽にしろ。
それで北部に変わりは？
見渡す限り黒一色だ。数度の月が沈む間に北部の多くが黒の一帯に飲まれた。あれは遅かれ早かれ直轄領に及ぶ。
そんな。
この首都ロザリスはすでに北部からの移民で溢れている。南部のポートイゾルデに回すにしてもじきに限界を迎えるだろう。全てが起こってからでは遅いのだ。早急に動かねば。
鉄王国と戦を。
もはや小競り合いでは済まないでしょう。雌雄を決する時です。
こたびこそドレイク・ブレスを奪還する。かのマザークリスタルの加護なしに我が国を守ることはできぬ。
マザークリスタルをめぐってまた戦が始まる。
明日フェニックスゲートに出向く。しきたり通り戦ごとの典型を仰がねばならん。
ジョシュアのナイトとして私も。
その前にやってもらいたいことがある。ロドニー。
ここ最近領内で北の蛮族が相次いで目撃されているのをご存知か。
スティルウィンドシッチにゴブリン族がいるという噂なら。
よろしい。それでは腕利きを2人預けます。明日クライブ様にはスティルウィンドへ向かいその調査を行っていただきたい。完了次第フェニックスゲートで合流を。
手柄を立ててアナベラを黙らせておけ。ん？
承知いたしました。殿下。
話は以上だ。今日のところは早めに休め。
はい、失礼します。
Active time lore. Okay, interesting. Are these going to be like events that play out? All ATL entries can access later in the game. So that's something, and I don't have to watch them right now, but... Let me see if I can actually... Menu. So this is going to be pretty cool to look at when it comes to the menu. Right, the fact that this says gear and icons... I'm assuming... Right, either icons is going to be the summons. Apparently I have accessories. Okay. I picked the mode that didn't let me have accessories, but when in Rome I suppose I'll use them. So I'll just have a quick look through. Like, just reading through all of these are like cheats, if anything. This one basically slows down time before you can evade, making evading easier, which is fine. It's okay. Then you have one that will literally evade for you. Then there's another one that allows you to do complex combos just by pressing X, which I don't understand why they'd make that. And then this one just gives you an automatic... You can basically automatically use a potion if you're low on health. So that can also be... That can basically be a good thing or a really bad thing. Because if you're trying to like fight something and it automatically makes you use a potion when you're trying to do a combo, it could be disastrous, but... Needless to say, I'm not using any of those accessories, because they either make the game way too easy, or they're just going to be detrimental, so I'll wait until I get something that's going to be actually useful. But, yeah. According to this, anyway, we've got to go to clear out some goblins in the morn. I imagine I'll get introduced like the save spot and everything, because I'm literally 45 minutes into the record. Well, 40 minutes into the recording, and I haven't seen a single save spot yet. I'm wondering who's going to be joining us on the expedition as well, because they did say they'd be sending 2 people with us.
どのくらいかかるのです？
長くはない。4、5日といったところだ。
ジョシュアも同行を？
お前とてロズフィールドの血を引くものだろう。忘れたわけではあるまい。戦の前にはフェニックスゲートで天慶を仰ぐのが古くからの習わし。それができるのはドミナントたるジョシュアのみ。
だから何です？あの子は体が弱く。
そんなことは分かっている。だがフェニックスのドミナントである以上太古を継ぐ身だ。ジョシュアには何事も慣れさせておかねば。
エルウィン、
心配するな。クライブがついている。あいつも一発の兵士になったとはいえまだ15なのだぞ。少しは気にかけてやれ。
あの子は嫡男として生まれながらフェニックスを宿さなかった。取るに足らぬただの人が我が太閤家に必要だとでも？
わしもただの人だ。
あなたは太閤、このロザリア公国の国主です。
またその話か。力を持たぬわしが太閤の座にあるのは先代たる父上が創生したからだ。ジョシュアが成人するまでのかりそめの地位に過ぎん。
それでもあなたは太閤の座についた。我らロズフィールドの地に恥じぬ地位に。類まれなる尊き血を冒涜しなかったわ。
受け継いだ血が一体何になる？そんなもので国を民を守ることなどできるものか。明日は早い。もう休むぞ。
明日は功を立てなければ。
願い事？
ジル、もうそんな年じゃないよ。すぐに寝るさ。
さあ。明日はクライブも行くのね。
ジョシュアのナイトだ。あいつを守ってやらなきゃ。あんな体で無理して俺は変わってやることもできない。
クライブ、
それだけじゃない。父上から受けた別の命もある。
じゃあクライブたちが無事に帰れるようにメティアにお願いしなきゃ。また戦が始まるのね。ここでの生活が幸せだから忘れてた。私の国との戦だけで終わりじゃないって。戦はずっと続いていくんだって。
そうだな。次は多分大戦になる。
でもクライブなら大丈夫よね。フェニックスの祝福を授かってナイトになったんだから。
冷えてきた。もう寝ろよ。 さあほら。
おやすみクライブ。
すまないアンブロシア、今日は狩りじゃないんだ。
大丈夫、儀式はきっとうまくいくわ。うん、頑張るよ。いってらっしゃい。
これよりフェニックスゲートに出発する。皆にクリスタルの加護があらんことを。我ら炎の神、武将の金とならん。
殿下ご出立、開門。
クライブ様、任務の間この子をお預かりしますね。
頼む。
俺たちも支度できました。
クライブ様とご一緒できるとは光栄です。
今回の名目は調査だが、現地で戦闘になることも十分に考えられる。ゴブリン族は凶悪だ。舐めていると痛い目を見るぞ。
蹴散らしてやります。
ウェイド卿、タイラー卿、どうかよろしく頼む。
はい、任せてください。
尽力します。
では行こう。クリスタルの加護があらんことを。ゴブリン族か。奴らが出たのはこの辺りだ。
ここを下ればもう湿地帯です。足元には気をつけて。
ああ、慎重に行こう。
この辺りも随分荒れたもんだ。
黒の一帯が迫ってるからな。こうもなるだろう。
人が住める場所ではないか。
ええ、この先の村も随分前に打ち捨てられたようですね。
行くぞ。ゴブリン族、報告の通りだ。
このまま奥の方も探ってみましょう。
村の跡地か。
どうかご用心を。
やはりいたか。
魔法を使ってくる奴がいます。お気をつけて。
数が多い。カイラ、手分けするぞ。やりますね。
この先に村の広場があったはずだが。
なんだか嫌な予感がするぜ。
Realised the microphone was muted all this time. Fantastic.
おいおい、こりゃ誘い込まれたか。
クライブ様。
ああ、いるな。
Goblin boss? Yes.
ま
Just let me summon Phoenix and destroy everything. I'll have to prioritize the mages, I think. Alright, use squared. That's what I did earlier then. I was wondering what happened because because when I was doing the training, I literally pressed square just before he attacked, and it seemed like it knocked him down or stunned him. But that's basically what it is. You can parry enemies. Dead. It's gonna summon reinforcements. It's not just the last one. Oh yeah, you can just summon a big guy. Yeah. I need to keep like remembering which skill button is to dodge. I keep thinking it's L1 when it's not. Clocked me straight in the face. Dodge just didn't want to work that time. Get out, just get away. Okay. Gotta admit, good swing. The fact that you can do a 5 combo with that. Another stagger. I might have to reposition the face cap because I couldn't see the health bar through the entire thing on that. Looks like there's gonna be some kind of level up though. Yeah, level up 6. Very small increases. I don't know what the other currencies are though. Hard leather. Ooh, better armor. It's gonna run. Yep, we're not done yet. But before we go any further, let me just actually equip the new items. It's going to take me some time to get used to navigating around the menu, I think. More armor means less damage. High potion. And a normal potion. Come back here. Before I keep sprinting ahead, actually, I need to keep like looking around to make sure I'm not missing any items. Rude. I don't like the fact that we're now in a bigger area. I feel like something bigger is going to spawn in. Yeah, something under the water. It's going to be the bloody Marlboro, isn't it? I'm calling it now. Yeah, that looks... That's a Marlboro. They call them Marlboros, but they're actually Marlboros. I think they just changed the name to keep it fresh. Oh. Stay away from bad breath. It like gives you like 20 different status ailments, or it used to anyway. Oh god. Okay, so it didn't give me any status ailments, but it brought me down. Has it run away? No, it's coming back up. Okay. This is not the best move you've ever done, I'm going to be honest with you. Cinematic strike. Okay, so certain boss monsters are going to have strikes where you can do a lot of damage with. I imagine if you miss it, you just don't do the damage. Okay. Okay, so the sludge thing kind of hides around for a little bit. That attack. I'm gonna have to try and figure out a way to boost the stagger damage. Alright, cinematic strike again. This time it's leaping into the sky, okay. R1 to do a dodge when it flashes, okay. Okay, the stagger damage was going up gradually then. Oh, get back, get back. Run, run. This ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good. Mate, the fact that I can't see itself is bothering me so much. I might just stick my face cam in the dead center of the screen. I'll review like the recording and see how intrusive it is to everything and see how it is. Beast in it though. Another level up? Yes, another level up. 7. Better stat increases that time actually. 30 instead of 20 for health. I want to get to a bit where I can literally just power level and go straight to like level, I don't know, 50 or something, and then just ruin the whole game experience. That's what I normally do for Final Fantasy games. But anyway, cutscene time.
どうぞ。
すまない。
参りましたね。ゴブリン族だけでなく、モルボルまで現れようとは。
討伐隊の編成を進言しよう。このままでは遠からず民に被害が出る。
そろそろ行きましょう。暗くなったら厄介ですよ。
今ここを立てば日暮れ前にはフェニックスゲートに。
何が起きてる。
Right then, well, I think that's actually a really good part to leave this off because we've gone for about an hour and yeah, we've beaten the first boss, which is a very nice place to leave it off of. If you're enjoying Final Fantasy XVI and you want to see more, then obviously subscribe because I will be doing these every single time on Wednesdays, if memory serves me right. I think it is Wednesdays, I think I'm just having one of those moments, but yeah, hour-long parts every single Wednesday. I'm going to basically finish this game and may try to do secret bosses, side missions and things like that. But we'll wait and see. I'm going to do 1 hour parts and just go from there. And as always, if you like the video, leave a like down below and a comment telling me what you think. But for now, I shall see you all in the next video.